Of us probably remember how our federal government operates. But did you know that how your state and local governments operate in your individual municipality? Do you know how much you're paying each of those representatives through your own taxes? And are they worth it? My name is Christopher Judge, and today I'm going to give you a brief overview of your federal, state, and local government. And by the end of this talk, I hope you'll better understand the way in which you are represented at the national, state, and local levels, but that you'll also want to find out who represents you and if it's worth what you're paying them. Just like our federal government in Washington, all of our legislators are elected officials. Federal, state, and local governments have different exclusive responsibilities. For example, as outlined in the 10th Amendment, federal government representatives have the power to make currency or declare war. State governments can make schools and oversee licenses. And local and municipal governments usually control elections and building codes. There's also overlap between the different levels because each has the ability to tax their citizens, as well as the power to make laws that spend money for the public good. Our representatives in Washington make a salary of $174,000 per year plus a per diem. They're considered to be full-time positions. Most state and local legislators are considered to be part-time, and this usually is in line with their compensation. In Colorado, state legislators will make $50,802 plus their per diem next year. My local government representation in the city of Aurora will make $32,000 this year. These part-time positions and what they pay make it difficult for anyone who wants to work in government without some sort of supplemental income. Most state and local representatives have side gigs or jobs that are able to accommodate and choose to accommodate their political requirements for office. But that obstacle is beginning to change. In Colorado, legislation is being considered so that any person who chooses to serve in government, even in a part-time position, will have their regular job protected, similar to how military service persons are protected when they have responsibilities that take them away from their jobs. It's a good start, but this doesn't take away from the fact that the income for a state senator is still less than the median income of $70,047 according to the U.S. Census Bureau in the state of Colorado. These are just some examples based on where I live and research that I've done. But based on where you live, things could be dramatically different. For example, in Chicago, aldermen on the city council get $126,000 to $195,000 per year for their full-time work. Members of the Denver City Council make $110,595 for their full-time positions, since Denver is a city and county government. In Massachusetts, part-time legislators at the state level make $82,044 per year, which is, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, is also less than the median income in that state. And the National Coalition on State Legislatures reports that in New Mexico, state representatives don't get a salary at all. We each elect individuals to represent us at the federal, state, and local levels. We also pay each of those representatives through our taxes. At the federal and state levels, those legislators are able to determine their own salaries. However, municipal governments generally need to go through a vote on the ballot in order to have it approved by the citizenship. Do you know who represents you? If you want to find out, you can go to the League of Women Voters for your federal representation. For your state representation, you can go to congress.gov and look up your state. And if you want to know who represents you at the local or municipal level, just go to your county, your city, or your municipality's website. Remember, your taxes pay for the people who represent you, and you have the ability to choose who those people are. I hope this gives you a better idea of what exactly your representation is supposed to do. It also encourages you to find out exactly how much you're paying for that representation and if you think that's worth it.